Hello everyone, Sacred Dreamer here, restoring paradise developments. Now please excuse my hair. I've been busy writing. I don't have time to go and muck around. I have something important that I need to pass on. So a lot's been going on. I've been doing a lot of stuff through the dream time, and I don't astro travel, and I don't, what's the other thing called that people do? I don't lucid dream. Okay, so I just go to sleep. It's a normal night. I go to sleep. I say my prayers. Please protect me, and whatever happens, happens, okay? So this is what I'd like to speak on, because I'm learning that not every soul comes from the blue sky of day. I thought every soul did. Turns out I was wrong. I have been wrong many times. I thought everybody had a star in their heart as well, and I spent many years thinking everybody was the same. But anyway, so the darkness. So at some point, there was a point in time when, excuse me, let me start again. Souls are being recycled. There's recycling going on, and it is not the same as incarnating from the blue sky of day. So what's happening is, when you're in the blue sky of day, you get to dream up a brand new spirit, better, faster, stronger, more able to do the job when it comes here on earth, you see. And then you get you come up for your reincarnation. You're like, I think God at this time, I've got a really good spirit, bionic, and I'm ready to go for it. They're like, yeah, okay, you can do it. Woo! And everybody up there is cheering us on, because the idea is this is a captured operation right here on earth, in the sense that our realm of paradise has been overtaken by these archons, these fallen angels, Anunnaki, aliens. And what happened was, instead of staying in their realm, when our Creator created woman, these beings lusted after woman, and they wanted them for their own. They wanted to possess them and own them. They became very obsessed about it. Created a big war in heaven. The first war ever was in heaven. Then they came to earth, and they created this war on earth because they were stealing the woman from people, from people's tribes, from people's families. It wasn't really a sex trafficking ring at that time, because when an angel mated with a woman and she gave birth, she died. And that was the end of her. And he was like, hey, you're a goddess. You're going to be a goddess. Here, you're dead. Not only are you dead, but your soul was captured. And because you sold your soul to be with this, handsome angel with all these powers, teaching you things. But you sold your soul, right? These women did. And men sold their souls too. Too many people did. And anyway, so back to what I'm trying to talk about is I got a funny kind of just like this thing going on. I've seen a few things going on. It's definitely judgment time. And I've seen, I think 1, 2, 3, 4 incidences. But this is what I want to speak about here. The captured souls aren't born for the good, right? They are the energy suckers. They are the light dimmers of existence. They need life force, because they don't go to the blue sky of day, but they're not by our sun, who gives them who gives our soul life force. The only life force they get is when they come here on earth, and they steal it off us. They're like psychic vampires or energetic vampires, because where they are, as I feel, is the moon, and the moon is a very cold place. So these people are like on ice. They're frozen now. They're on ice. They're in this frozen state until next time when they get recycled back down. Like, oh geez, a lot of light going on. Let's send a few down. And because our bloodlines are so ancient, when our bloodlines, they can still put one in, you see, to get into our evolution, our ascension, our progress, our development of returning this realm back into paradise, which is our mission, why we're always here. Not why they're here. They're here to destroy that. So that's what the battle's all about, okay? So now let's see. Now they never get the opportunity to dream up a better, faster, brighter spirit. Their spirit. They when they sold their soul, their spirit got kicked out basically, and what was in place of their spirit was an entity. Or after the giants died, the genie, the demon, the jinn, that's their spirit. People wanted that because the power of the manifestation, the things that they were able to manifest and possess and stuff, physical reality stuff, castles, cars, all this whatever they wanted person. You might do a magic spell because you want a person to love you. You have to trade some of your energy. Some people sold their soul to have that person in their life because they're so obsessed about that. And see you later to you going to the blue sky day and reincarnating never again. You are now you caught yourself caught in a trap, and that trap you just recycle now, and every time that you come into this realm, you get yourself an entity that comes on down with you, or a demon, and basically they inhabit. You're just a empty shell and inhabited by an entity that's set on the destruction of this realm and all that's in it. That includes the animals and also people. The atmosphere. They're trying to kill the sun. That's why they fire rockets at it. They don't do it, like, oh, let's fire a rocket. They're trying to destroy our realm, guys. Now, so what have I got? Good and bad news. So the good news is that when you're on the moon, you don't go into the dream time and you don't manifest any new spirits, okay? So that's the good side of it. So you're frozen, you're on ice and you're frozen. You don't dream, nothing. There is no new spirits being created for these recycled ones. The spirits are the same spirits every time, all right? So just in that alone, that is good, because in the power of good, we have obtained a lot of new spirits that are better, brighter, faster, more onto it, and just like the consciousness is just like going up in a big way. And saying, if you go into witchcraft or witchy stuff or black magic-y things and do this sort of thing, then I don't think that you can turn your spirit dark, because your spirit is just so intelligent. But you might lose possession of it, and it might leave you. Your consciousness might leave you. That's why there's a lot of people on drugs. That's why they get people on alcohol, all this stuff. All the dark agents are doing it on purpose. I used to drink alcohol. You know what? I never bought it. I never, ever bought the shit. But people used to feed it to me, for sure. Now, why? Well, the reason why is because they want my spirit it doesn't, your spirit has to leave your body almost, okay? So that gives the entity a chance to try and get you. And that's why you've got to stay away from drugs and alcohol, because they want those entities to just take you down, especially if you've come with a purpose, especially if you're here to save the world. That's what we're doing. Not the matrixy world, not the 3D concrete and tar seal. We're talking about Earth. We're talking about the energy of the Earth. They have distorted everything. They've what's the word that I said? Invert. So there's like this word called inversion. They're doing a lot of it. Hollywood. So you're born a boy, but they invert you, make you into a girl, and then they promote you as being a girl, but you're a boy, and it's part of the confusion, because they're going to try and create a lot of confusion, this inversion. Another thing I noticed was the word live. The inversion of live is evil, but evil isn't natural, okay? Not in our realm. You don't see any creature in any way, shape or form evil. You might see predatory behavior, but that'll be because food, cutting out the weak, all this sort of stuff going on. Certainly not about evil. Animals get angry and go through very stressful situations because they're in cages and stuff. But you still don't see them be evil. Now, thinking about that just for a second, the cages and that sort of stuff, that could be a part of the reason also why these recycled souls are so, angry and crazy, because they're caged. That's where their soul is. Their soul is on lockdown. So, like I said, I don't know everything. I'm just learning about all this shit now. So, the Nephilim bloodline, the giants, that's your demons, your jinn, and your genie. Those spirits want to possess and all that sort of stuff. They're also great destroyers, and they're also bloodthirsty and all that sort of stuff. Now, because the ones who come from the blue sky of day have such a bright light about them, from the sun, the demons can't really handle that so well. And also there's something about our spirit that they can't handle. There's two things that sort of make them go whoa when they kind of run. They don't back off, they flee. Okay, so you won't be confronted. You'll be actually they'll be like, oh, they're really that scared. And you're like, I'm a nice person. But they're like, oh. Now, good. Don't go near those people, okay? Now, hopefully what's happened now is that those sort of ones that are possessed and stuff like that will actually just run from you. Don't even follow them. I don't care if they're your mum and they're your best friend from school. tell you, the person that you liked at the shop, stay away from them. If they run away from you, keep it that way. Everything is being revealed right now, exposed, okay? So you're going to see what things are. So don't try and call the darkness towards you. That's not your job. You've got your own purpose. You've got your own assignment. You've got your own mission. Everybody's got it. We've all got it. Everyone who's the remnant that I'm speaking with, we made it. We're all alive. We actually literally made it. It's fascinating, isn't it? We cannot be destroyed. We cannot be killed, and we cannot be destroyed. So we're going to start functioning like a full body in functioning capacities. We're all doing our own thing, but we're working together like a body in flow, in rhythm, in motion. And now there's my update. That's all I've got so far. I quickly wanted to get that out because we need to understand the darkness so that we can actually be that weapon that our God created us to be. Because the destroyers have got to go. That's the end of the story. No more destroyers. And for that to happen, we're gonna have to end up doing something, but let's not get too excited. I'll see what I can find out. Okay, much love to everyone. I mean, all my love to me and all your love to you. Call all your love back to you. You need it. You need every single millimeter, ounce of it. You need all your love for you. Call it all back to you. Get yourself overflowing with it and get into your creative capacity, whatever your creative capacity is. And I've got a art project that I'm just starting now. I'm so excited. And you're going to pour your love into your creativity. And that's how we're going to start. So we're still isolated, or I don't call it isolated. I actually call it solitary. So we're still solitary, or we're in solitude, but our creativity's come back online, and we're going to pour our love into our creativity. So you need to call it all back to you, all of it. My thoughts are with you. I'm so glad you stayed. We're all together in one body. We're not a collective. The collective is what's going on up there with the recycled souls. They're collectors. But we're not a collective, okay? We're working energy in the body of Christ, the remnant, who's come to hopefully create this unified field on our realm that brings the end of destruction. Let's just let natural things happen again. It's natural to die. It's natural to turn into compost, nourish the minerals and become crystals and be good earth. It's natural. Sex is natural. You need to combine the female and the male to conceive the new life. Everyone does it. Even trees, even flowers. So let's get back to reality. I'm sending you my love. No, I'm not. I'm sending me my love. I call all my love back to me. I've got to create some new little sayings. Stay strong. Ka kite.